Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is time for the ASL American Sim Racing League. We are live at Daytona, and yes, this is not the Oval. We are live from the Daytona Road Course here for the ASL Sim Racing League, sponsored by Infinite Hero and Tampa US SUVRentals.com. We are live here on Trackside Racing Network. We want to appreciate all the views and all the likes and all that good stuff we've been getting lately. Before we start getting into a race, I want to send a special shout out to my co-broadcaster who's not here tonight, unfortunately, dealing with some family issues. His grandpa passed away early this morning due to a heart attack. So, Derek, we are thinking about you and your family. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. I'm sure his family's taking it pretty hard right now. If you've ever been through that, I'm sure you know. So, Derek, we are thinking about you. Get well. Hopefully, your family gets well soon, and keep moving on. All right, now Daytona Road Course, and that what you just heard is what these guys are going to be going. They got to take a deep breath before we get this thing underway. In practice right now, it's been busy. It's been a really busy practice. I'm not quite sure if this is going to go to nighttime or what's going on, but either way, these guys are going to have fun out here on the road course, and we got a huge participation level tonight. 33 drivers making their start here on the road series. And I'm going to be honest, sitting here looking at the I ratings of these drivers, a lot of these guys are in the same boat. There is not one very quick person. I mean, you're going to be looking at some very tight times, some very close racing. There is not one guy that stands out to me by any means. When I go over here and look at my live timing, just to look at the I ratings and all that, maybe experience pays off. We'll see. Right now, Jeff Unich is on top of the board. Not an experienced road course driver. He's a D-class driver, but, I mean, he's on top of the board, so we'll see. Everybody knows this track. Let's go ahead and point that out. Everybody understands this place. Everybody should know how to race it. The only problem is that little kink that they added here on the front stretch for the NASCAR Cup Series and trucks and Xfinity. And it is that kink going into the front stretch. That little chicane, that little left or right chicane, as we see somebody right there just blowing through the bus stop. Why not put down a quick lap? But that chicane is going to be very fun to watch guys go through that. Especially turn one, done into turn one is going to be fun. These restarts are going to be wild and insane. But not only that, there's a mix in here. For on lap 12, you're going to get a competition yellow. This is the Rolex 24 laps of Daytona, so they are throwing a comp yellow on lap 12, and that will stack these guys back up. Just saying. So, to me, if I'm in this race, I'm not going until after lap 12. I am taking my time, maybe even riding around the back. Let everything happen in front of you. Unless you know that you can qualify well. Let everything just happen in front of you. Work your way to that. That's all I'm saying. And then lap 12 comes around, and there you go. Then you can pretty much get on it. Not sure what the tire's going to be. Pit stops are between 17 and 18 laps, but I don't think we're going to have to see that too much since we are getting that comp yellow. I don't think we'll see that. We'll go ahead and hop over into the qualifying. Right now, you're looking at the number 31, Michael Trevarthen, rolling out onto the track. Here in the 31 Jenkins Construction car. Let me know who you're pulling for here in the chat on Trackside Racing Network and on YouTube as well. Judy Jenkins said it should be interesting. I agree. This is going to be a very interesting race. Like, we're going to see guys that we might not see up towards the front. There's a guy we're going to interview here in just a few moments with the last name Wingnut, and apparently he's from Australia. So we'll talk to him, see if he's confident heading into the trucks, and we'll talk to him here soon. And I'm not joking, by the way. His name is Nathan Wingnut. We'll talk to him here soon. But right now we're going to watch Michael Trevarthen as he works through the infield section of the road course. Right here's that transition back onto the oval. You see him coming up on the track right here. He's going to go out wide, get to the bottom. He's going to go out wide to try to burn a little bit more gas. That could help him here actually on his fast lap. Qualifying 10 minutes long. These guys are going to need that to qualify here. You're going to see lap times around 150-ish range, somewhere between there. Would be my guess that we're going to see pretty much all night long. And To me, it's all about consistency. I think if you could be consistent on this track and put down decent lap times, you're going to have a fantastic race, I believe. Walk out of here with top 5, top 10. I think that would be a big thing for these guys. Seeing if I can... Let me see if I can find the points or not. Go ahead and let you guys know next week we will be at Gateway. So that's going to be a fun one. On August 23rd. Sitting here looking. We have a point standing. I don't think we have it up right now. That's okay, though. I lie, we do. A redesigned playoff watch. Update this week. 3 different winners so far this season. And I'll tell you what's pretty impressive about that. That we are only on our 5th race. So 3 different winners as we continue to watch Michael Trevarthen here in qualified. He's just started. We'll hop over to somebody else and see what they're doing. Jeff Unich. You'll see him work through turn 1. Let's see. Here's some guys. Right here on the track. Just looking around. Charles Woods. There's Adam Matz. Hop on board. Just get a good idea what it looks like to roll around here from Daytona. Trent Ringler, Travis McDaniel, Bradley Glasser is your 3 winners this season at 26-2 and 24. William Kemp right now up in 4th. Johnny in the 4 car is up to 5th. Joshua Sharif, I hope I said his name right, 6th place. Mark Jenkins 7th. Charles Woods. And then basically tied with Charles Woods is Joe Sanchez in a 55. Trevarthen's on the outside looking in. I mean, we're getting pretty close here as far as the points. We'll pop them up here on screen here in a little bit and show you guys. But one's going to be a big deal here when it comes to this race especially. It could be very interesting to see how guys actually are. David Kamara working to the backstretch. Getting ready to come up on that bus stop chicane. There you go. Into a left. Very fast. Great passing zone right here, but you got to give and take a lot going into this corner. It's very easy to misjudge. We've seen guys do that not only in real life, but you see it here on iRacing quite a bit as well. Very easy to get wheel spin out of that corner. You'll see some issues probably tonight with guys doing that. And of course, here is that new NASCAR chicane that is here on iRacing right here into that left to right hand, back to the left, and he is coming to the start finish line. Adam Matz currently on top of the board. See what David Kamara can do. Oh, a little bit of a blink. Oh, I think he might have blinked out. David Kamara goes 6th place. Joshua goes to 4th. Let's see, who else we got out there right now? Here's Trevarthen. He must have had an off track because his last lap did not count. Todd Guess working here in the number 5 Beechcraft Toyota. And here comes Jeff Unich. Let's see what Jeff does. He should be pretty quick, I believe. Not that lap. I think he's just now starting his green flag. Steve Unich on top of the board with a 154.057. Pretty good lap, actually. 8 tenths faster than Adam Matz. Darren Clement, we'll see what kind of lap he can put down here at the number 32 as he works through NASCAR chicane here on the front stretch. Got about 4.5 minutes left here in qualifying, coming to the start finish line at 32 car. Putting down a 155.932, and that's good enough for 6th place. Not a bad lap by any means. Travis McDaniel, we'll see how he does. And I apologize for all that, guys. I forgot to cut all this stuff off. Just I had a broadcast last night and forgot to kind of take care of all that. We'll watch McDaniel here as he works through NASCAR Oval 3 and 4 and see what he can do here in the number 2 Chevrolet Budweiser. Working out of turn 4 this time into NASCAR chicane. Got to pretty much get on the brake pretty early right here. First lap, going to be a 156.250. And that's going to be good enough maybe for a top 10. It will not count. He actually had an off track, so that lap will not count, unfortunately. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Here's Patrick. We'll see what he can do. He wasn't very confident. We'll see. I talked to him pre-race a few moments ago as he works through NASCAR chicane here coming to the start-finish line. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in qualifying. Patrick will put in at 158.069. Good enough for 20. It's real fast. Just look at your NASCAR points near the ASL series. The blue is already locked into the playoffs. The red looking pretty good right now. You can see the distance that their top 8 make it. You can see right there behind them. Still guys on the outside looking in. Pretty close battle right now still. In the point standings. Jason Mullis in the number 35 coming through. Look, that's turn 6 back up onto the NASCAR oval. Working, getting ready to hit the backstretch here down the straightaway. This is where you're going to see one of your fastest speeds here all night long. He's on his backstretch. Draft could still be a factor here as well. And these guys can get a little bit of that to help them, and here you go. One easy thing about this track is right there where you just see Jason go through, it's very easy to get off track, and your lap will not count. So you got to be kind of careful through there, especially in qualifying. Steve Unit's still on top of the board here. Bentley in second place. Johnny's still in third. Adam Matt's fourth. Trent Ringler in fifth. Oh, locking them up. Make that right-hand turn. We'll see if he gets a good lap time or not. This is only going to be his one and only lap time. Not the best lap by any means. Good enough for 22nd place. Jeff Hollingsworth needs to improve here on his second lap. This is one of the races where a lot of these guys that have not been running well, that very well could run well here on the road course. Oh, Jeff taking that turn really good right there. That was a nice turn. But you could see some guys that haven't had the greatest luck turn that around here tonight. Not a great lap there for Jeff, however, he took that last turn really good. All right, I think that might actually do qualifying, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to talk to Nathan Wingnut here on post-race, or pre-race. And I want to go ahead and try to get him in right now while these guys start to grid up. So, see if we can pull him in before we get started, because it does not take long to get this one started. Hey, Nathan, it's Adam Chapman for TRN. You got a copy?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. Road course racing tonight. I feel like you might be one of the favorites looking at practice times. Talk us through it, man, in this truck. It's going to be fun.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I've been running this for the most of the week. I've been loving it. Got a little custom paint job that I slapped together in 5 minutes for a bit of a giggle.
I love your accent, by the way. I was told to interview you just because your accent is so great. So for people that do not know, Wingnut, as he likes to be called, is from Australia. You have a Twitch and stuff like that. What is the biggest challenge, man, coming in here to run these things?
Survive lap 1. It's like I'm at the back of the pack. All crap rolls downhill, and I'm right at the back of it. But I thought, I want to start at the back, have a bit of fun, because we got a competition caution midway through. So as long as you get near the front, get a good set of tires for the final race, you'll be fine.
Hey, man, go do what you do. We're going to be watching you. Good luck. It's awesome to see what you can do tonight.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Thanks, buddy. There we go. We talked to Nathan Wingnut. I love that accent. That's great. When you get a redneck in Australia together, it's always funny. Anyway, congratulations to Jeff Unit. She's going to be starting. I'm sorry, not Jeff Unit. It was actually the other unit, and I'm trying to find him. Bear with me. Oh, my goodness. They're going to kill me. The 27 is what I'm looking for. Just bear with me. There we go. Steve Unich going to be starting on the pole here in that Tampa SUV Reynolds truck tonight. And you can see right here on your screen. They are a sponsor of this series as well. We are so happy to have them sponsor this series. They are a great group of guys. We're ready to go. Like, I'm ready to get this one. I'm actually anxious for this. I'm not usually, well, actually I like calling road races. We broadcast some pretty good road leagues here on TRN, so including one of the oldest leagues that will be starting back up here soon. So looking forward to that. Alrighty, here we go. Rolling off here from Daytona. And you can see right here, you do not go from the front stretch all the way around. You actually start on the back stretch. It kind of just makes it a little bit of a shorter pace lap for these guys. So tire temp could be a little bit of an issue here getting started. Not sure if that's going to be a big factor, but we'll see here going into turn one. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what to expect in turn one. Just call it like I'm seeing it. I do not know 100% what to expect. It's going to be a wild one. It is going to be Steve Unich up on the point alongside that 24 car. You see him right there beside him. I apologize. Here we go. Look at that. That's a cool looking shot though. We're going to go high above here to get this race started. Pace car. He's already into the left. Green flag set the wave. Green flag out of the air. We're racing from Daytona road course style. I know that's a weird view right now, guys, but there you go. You can see the trucks coming into view. Watching a little bit further back here as they work through all this first turn. It's always a kind of up. There goes one truck around. That is the 5 of Todd Gass. He is on the inside. He gets spun around here just a little bit. And one thing is, that's just wheel spin. Gotta be a little bit careful. We got more trucks, I think, having some trouble here. Now we're back live. Up front. The battle for the lead underway. That is Johnny in that Ford truck, putting a lot of pressure here on Steve Unich as they work through turns 5 into turn 6, back up onto the oval. Now, will that draft be a factor? That's one thing we think it should be. Who really knows? But we think it could be a factor here. There you see already a pretty good gap. I mean, we're talking about an 8-second lead. No, I'm sorry. It was not an 8-second lead. Just have to update overlay. I apologize. About a 1.5 lead between first and second and third. Second, third is the second half. Here we go through the bus stop. Just looking through the field a little bit, watch him take this bus stop. Oh, a good pass there by the 8 of Matthew Hulse making that pass through that. Here we go. Battle for the lead. Ford truck looking to the outside. 27 is going to run up the track. Now here's where things get pretty interesting here as well. Into that NASCAR chicane. That will be a factor here tonight, I promise that. Great view right here. Looking back at these guys, watching them work through that chicane very easily can make a mistake. And we do got the 30. He made a small mistake. That was Mark Jenkins. It did not hurt him. He's able to keep going. A little bit of damage right there on the right side, though. Not sure where that came from. But it would be okay. At this place, it's not going to affect it whatsoever. Not until we get to the straightaway, and then you might have a little bit of aero problems. But here we are watching Ross Cadu and the 23, Shad Curran. Some of these guys I'm not very familiar with. We got another issue a little bit further back. Patrick has went around in the 93. He wasn't very confident. From the sound of it, I talked to him earlier, he wasn't very confident. Here he is working through what I like to call the S's. Down to the turn 1. Did he have help? Nope, just got on the brakes a little bit and whipped it around. So we're going to see that quite a bit of time. Steve's able to pull away just a little bit here over the rest of the field right now. Looking for our closest battle think it's right here. Yep, the 19. Dwayne Hunt taking over second as they work through the bus stop chain on the back stretch. Johnny going to fall back to third. Sean Bradley here in the 87, currently 6th place, running pretty much by himself right now. No trouble. Watching this 96 truck right now. One thing about this road course is really you're not racing the other trucks. Like, I mean, you are in a sense, of course, but this place is more about racing that racetrack. How about Nathan Wingnut? From where he started, remember we talked to him. The Australian, already up to P14. Started 27th place, up to 14th in just 3 laps. You may have something here tonight. You just got around Ross Cadieux, which, by the way, not an easy pass by any means, no matter who you are. Ross is one of the toughest guys to pass in here. Travis Daniel and Bryson, I think Bryson Thomason has some trouble with the internet connection. But Travis McDaniel, from what I'm seeing, is already out of the race. I'm not sure what happened there. Jeff Hollingsworth, a little bit of damage. Here comes the 93. So Barkin just got around him as well. This is a battle for the 21st position. And you got the 10 of Rob Jenkins right there as well. Very tough pass right here. This is going to be bad. Somebody has to give. Very careful here to the bus stop. Oh, there goes the 10. I knew something would happen. Rob Jenkins back up in front of traffic. Everybody does a great job of avoiding him. I think everybody almost avoided him. I think we did have Jason Mullins had issue here as well. Back on the gas. Oh, yep, had help from the 09. That was William Kemp that sent him around in a big circle. He's able to keep going, though. Oh, man, what a race right now. So far, everything's pretty good. Looking around right now on the racetrack. Number 19, Dwayne Hunt, trying to close the gap up back on Johnny once again as they work to the bus stop chain. We're already on lap number 4. Remember, caution comes out here on lap 12, so that's something we're going to kind of keep an eye on. We do got another battle here. Jesse Bunnell and David Kamara, and also Matthew Holtz, who's looking to the inside. Now the outside. Oh, there we go. Yeah, goes a little wide and not going to be able to make a pass right now. Let's actually do something here a little bit. Let's hop on the outside of the race truck. There you go. Look behind. This is right on board with the 8 of Matthew, Jesse Bennell, and David Kamara right here behind him. You can see working through the infield section here at Daytona Road Course. I mean, it's a tricky track. Like, this is, you know, in these trucks where it's so new and you carry so much speed from the oval to the corners, it's a lot of rate of speed that you're slowing down to. So it is a very tricky track, and the transition from, like, right here, for example, you see the 96 get a little loose. This transition right here is very tough to do. As you see the 8 continuing on a little bit further back. Pretty good group here. This is David Clara, Shad Curran, and Nathan Wingnut. This is the 11th, 12th, and 13th position. Right now, just around the racetrack, everybody. Oh, there's the 96 running over the curves. That's something else we haven't talked about. Them curves. Now, them curves actually just got updated here on iRacing. They actually had different type of curbing. They had to go back in and actually update it. If you get on the gas while you're on them curves, especially if the rear tires hit it, you tend to really spin the tires quite easily, and it's very easy to spin out. Like, it is super, super easy to spin out. Nathan Wingnut already inside the top 10. He just got around Shaq Hurd. He's our biggest mover right now. The race started 27th position. So we're keeping an eye on him. Jeff Unit's right there, right behind. Or I'm sorry, Jeff Unit's in the 89. He's doing a nice job right now. You see him right there in that Tampa SUV Reynolds truck. He started 11th and pretty much holding where he started in 12th. Up front for second place, Adam Maps has taken over second from Dwayne Hunt. Johnny must have had an issue because he was running up there too. He is now back to 6th. Not sure entirely what happened there. And that is my fault. Did not see it happen. Stephen Parks now. Jason Mullis, this is for 23rd. A little bit further in the field. But still just as hard racing back here, even though Jeff's a really good racer in general. So is Jason. But that goes to show you how tough this track actually is when these guys are not having the greatest runs right now. They may be taking it a little bit easy since we still got that lap 12 caution coming out here in about 5 or so laps. Oh, what happened? Nathan Wingnut has went around. And look at the car stopping. Somebody else blew the chicane. Now, did he have help, or did he get exactly what we was just talking about? Did he gas up on that bus or that turn or that? Yeah, that's what happened. He clipped the curb, gassed up a little bit, and went around. He'll be okay. You also see the 0-2 Christopher going through that. I'm sorry, not Christopher. David Kamara went through that chicane as well. He just blew the chicane, and that tends to happen quite a bit here. Steve Unit's still out front here at the TampaSUVRentals.com. look back to the field a little bit here once again. We're sitting there watching Steve here. Check back a little bit further. Here's Shavarthan trying to run down David Kamara. This is for the 16th position. You see that draft playing a little bit of a factor here down the backstretch. He is going to have the inside. Now right here the O2 just really has to check out. Go ahead and let 31 have his spot and try to cross him over at the exit. And maybe what he tries to do. And here they go through the bus stop. Going to be okay there. Charles Woods now in at number 40 trying to close in on Kamara. That would be for the 17th position. Still a little bit of a gap there, but we'll see. Here's a 24. Bentley looking to the inside of that 23, unable to get it right now. Oh, there he goes. Shad Curran looking to the inside. Jeff Unich, that's going to take away the 10th spot as they work onto the front stretch down into the first turn. And this turn right here is so tough. To me, this is the toughest turn on the entire. To me, it's the toughest turn on the entire course. Turn 1 is very tough. You carry so much speed into that turn. Very easy to get wheel spin. You can't go side by side too much. If you do, you usually get turned or something happens. That's just always been my trouble corner. There's another, going to be another tough pass here. You see it side by side to that kink. Usually does not work. And right there, the 89 does a good job. 23 pretty much let him have it. For now, anyway. A lot of these guys are just rolling around towards the back. You see Mark Jenkins. I think a lot of these guys are just waiting till that first yellow comes out. We're on lap 8. So that will come out on lap 12. That will be the halfway point, so about 4 laps or so. '17 right now. Joshua trying to close in on Joe Sanchez, looking around the racetrack right now. Here we go. Pass right here, the 24 and the 96. Working through NASCAR. This is tough. Watch that 24 go wide. He does. It's going to open up the door for that 89 as well. Jeff Unit's going to try to take advantage from Bentley's little mistake there. He may try to get 2 cars here on the front stretch. Now to the inside of the 96. Right here, I think the 96 may just let him go for now. Oh, it's going to be tight right here between the 24. Side by side. Well, I like to call the S's, even though it's not necessarily the S's, but that's what I like to call it. Good group right here, though. Chad Curran trying to take over that spot. That is for the 11th spot. He does take it away. Steve Unit's still out front by almost 4 seconds here. Once again, the caution going to come out here soon. About 3 laps or so. Once that hits lap 12, you will see the caution come out. Hey, Katie, I'm sorry. I was not reading comments. I'm bad at reading comments sometimes. By the way, people in Facebook, the girl that just commented, Katie Dugas, her and Robbie Buckner will be our guest on our next podcast. I still got to get with Robbie and figure out what day's the best time. But they will be the next guest on the podcast, Back in the Game. That's going to be an interesting podcast. And both of them, guys and girls, great broadcasters. And I love listening to a broadcast. I look up to both of them. I think they're both really good at what they do. They got a pretty good following over there, so we'll be watching that. Here's a pass. That was not for position. Adam Matz closed in quite a bit last lap, about a second, and not entirely sure. Last lap, yeah, Matz was 2 seconds faster last time by. Steve had a little bit of a hiccup. As the lights here at Daytona come on, sun's starting to set. It's going to be interesting. Oh, we got pit stops. Now, here's what's interesting to me. This is scheduled. Now, a lot of guys can do this, and that's exactly what we're seeing. You have to do this before lap 10. I'd like the call to come down. You have to do this pits close on lap 10. So these guys on pit road now. It could work out for them here at the end. I like the idea of pit before the caution. Like, why not? You'll have a lot of guys come on pit road. Here we go, back down in turn 6, back up onto the NASCAR oval. Bentley still leading the way here over in ninth place, that is, not leading the way overall, but over Shad Curran. Let's check in with our Australian friend here in the 88, Nathan Wing. Now, we talked to him prior to the race. He was working his way up pretty good traffic. He worked his way up for it was 27th, I said, 27th place, all the way up to the top 10. Had a spin. That's the only thing that hurt him. That's why he's back in 17th now. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. Now, here's what's interesting. Pit stops open for a lot of these guys, and they are coming down. I mean, everybody coming down. So I thought pit stops closed. I thought pit road closed at lap 10. This is 11, so not sure how that's going to work out, but either way. We'll watch the race off pit road. You guys can see them right there on your screen. And Steve Unit's down and away, followed by Adam Mass, Johnny rolling out next, the Wayne going to roll out next. One thing we haven't really talked about, how tough this pit lane actually is to get off as well. It's very easy to race here on pit lane. I've literally done it a lot of times, even in a road car. Very tough pit lane. So Matthew out in front, he will have to wait till the yellow flag comes out before he can hit pit lane. Anybody hits pit lane now from in front of the leader will be penalized. Or in front of Steve, should I say. There's a couple other cars in there as well. Once again, you'll see that yellow come out here on sometime on lap 12, which we are on lap 11 now, so we will see that yellow come out here very soon. Oh, that's a good idea, though. His last name actually is not Wingnut. Never thought about that before, though. Pretty cool. It's a great name to have. Uh-oh. Ray Polking went around. And he did this, and I talked about this earlier. I think this is coming on to NASCAR Oval. It is a transition right here. Gets on the curb a little bit back on the gas. Just a big donut he did. And he is back rolling now. Once again, we should be seeing that yellow flag getting ready to pop out here on the racetrack. As the 8 car is going to take the lead. There we go. Now our standings are starting to get updated. We should be seeing that yellow wave here about any time now. Todd Guess, who spun earlier, he's going to drive it down deep into turn 1. Great opportunity here. Maybe outbrake this 40. And not going to be able to. Is Nathan going to be able to take that? He's going to let him have it for now. Being a little patient right now, which is a great job by all these guys. Patience a big thing at any road course. I mean, you're talking about cars that are not meant to turn right. So, got to give these guys credit and able to do this because it is a hard thing to do. See Gas taking that 9th spot away. By the way, up front for the lead. Once again, we should be expecting that yellow here about any time. As we go down into the bus stop, Dave's going to have to give us up. Steve Unit's going to be able to take the lead going into the bus stop, out braking a little bit as they exit the corner. And there is your yellow. Yellow flag coming out here for our mid-race break, which we will do some interviews here because, let's be honest, it takes forever to go around this place under yellow. So we're going to be talking to a couple people here. Steve Unit's going to win the race off pit road. Going to take the front. That's who we're going to talk to, actually. In just a moment, we'll let these guys catch the pace car. I don't want to pull them in while they are trying to catch the pace car. We will wait to do that. And where is the pace car? We'll pull them in once we do catch the pace car. Apparently the pace car decided to just drive off and leave everybody. Steve done a great job though. That first round right there as we are coming to. This is not gonna be this is gonna be a pretty quick shootout. Like, to be honest, it's only gonna be maybe 9 laps. About 9 or 10 laps. I mean, it ain't gonna be much. Oh, there's the pace trucks on the backstretch. Going into the oval in turn 2. So we will bring him in and we will talk to him. He's in that Tampa SUV rental truck, and we'll bring him in right here in just a moment. We're just waiting for everybody to catch the pace car before we start interviewing people. All right, let's go ahead and pull him in. Steve Unich, it is Adam Chapman up in TRN booth. You got a copy?
Hey, yeah, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Probably not as good as you. I mean, woo, you on rails tonight, man. Talk us through your night so far. Looking good.
Yeah, it's luckily been pretty uneventful up here. I saw Johnny for a while there, was kind of stalking me a little bit, and I think I don't know if he looped it or just got a little sideways coming onto turn 2, and that gave me a lot of breathing room. So since then, and just trying to keep some pace, but not put myself in any kind of risk. But yeah, looking forward to the second half here.
What is the biggest challenge of this racetrack, man? We know it's a tough place as it is. What is the biggest challenge, especially in driving a truck around here?
For me, it's the wheel hop in the infield section. Just trying to, because you make up so much time under braking, but so trying to find that limit without getting the wheel hop, because the wheel hop just chews those rear tires, and then you start sliding around, trying to get on the throttle. So it's kind of like if you can hit that sweet spot of braking as hard as you can, but not getting that wheel hop, that's pretty critical, I think.
Well, man, you're doing a good job. We'll probably see what happens here, but we'll probably be talking to you again. But good luck, man. Doing a nice job right now.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
All right, there you go. There's your first interview of the night. Let's see if we can bring somebody else in. Let's see who all pits first. Let the pit road get caught up and all that. We will pull somebody else in. Well, let's do this. Let's pull in Adam Matz. So why not? He's done a nice job here. Adam Matz, Adam Chapman up at TRN. Got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
P3 right now, man. Looking good so far. You've actually done pretty well. Talk about your night so far.
Pretty good. I kept it on track, made it through the start. I jumped the curbs there on that last one and gave up a spot, so that was an error on my part. Hopefully I'll keep it on track for the last 10 laps, but it's been fun.
The track looks like it's cooling down a little bit. Are you starting to get a little bit more grip out there as the race goes on? I see the sun starting to set some.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the sunset. It's pretty grippy. It's definitely, really since practice, it's been high grip compared to when I've practiced during the week. So very different, very fast.
Well, man, you're doing a good job. Go see if you can put this in victory lane.
I'm going to try. Thanks.
Good luck. That's somebody we're still waiting on a driver spotlight. He actually, for you guys that don't know, you guys have seen the driver spotlights we put on the broadcast or put on the Facebook page the day of or a few days before each race. He's the one that actually makes them driver spotlights. He does a good job. I'd like to see one of him since he does so many of them. It would be cool to be able to see that. All right, let's bring in another driver, Jeff Unich. We'll talk to him. Talk to Steve. Why not talk to Jeff? In the 89. Hey, Jeff, it's Adam up in TRN. You got a copy?
Hey, I got you.
Man running in the ninth position right now. Learned anything as the race continues to go on?
I've learned I'm not much of a road racer. I'm just trying to keep the thing on the track and avoid hitting any tire barriers or walls or anything like that.
What is the toughest thing that you've had trouble with? Is it just, the wheel hop? And we've heard people say wheel hop. Is it the curves or is it something else?
The biggest thing I've really struggled with the whole time I've been practicing is this new chicane on the coming out of turn 4. Just trying to hit the line right and avoid hitting those turtles. I know it's a catastrophic hit if you make square contact with it. So I'm just trying to make sure I go through that area cleanly.
Well, man, truck looks good as always. And that Tampa SUV Rentals. You want to give any shout-outs before we move you back up?
Just say hey to my dad. I know he's always watching, and I'm sure he's excited seeing Steve running up front. And I'm not completely embarrassing the family back here at night, so that's good.
Hey, that place is very respectful. That's way better than I can do at this place, so good job so far.
All right, thanks.
Thanks a lot, buddy. All right, getting ready to go back green here in just a few moments. We've got to take another trip around, I do believe, before that happens. Ready to get this one back underway here very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the race so far. By the way, if you have not yet, make sure you like the Facebook and subscribe, or YouTube, I'm sorry. And if you haven't liked us on Facebook, because the pace truck just destroyed that turtle coming out of the corner. Oh, gosh. Pace truck might have to get some new suspension. But if you have not, make sure you like us and follow us on Facebook as well. And, yeah. Also, as pace lights are off, we are going to back double fall restart here. I want to mention tomorrow night, we will be live once again. Don't know if it's going to be Daytona Watkins Glen. They're still actually kind of determined that, which is pretty interesting. Rumor is that it may be Daytona, but we'll see. That will be for the iRacing E-Series Cup Series, sponsored by Plan B Sales. We will be live tomorrow night around 8:20 or so on both YouTube and Facebook. Also, for you guys that do not know, make sure you check out the sponsors in here. Infinite Hero. They are a great group of organization that combat the most difficult frontline issues, mental and physical, facing military heroes and their families. Make sure you check them out, infinitehero.org. They are a great group, I can promise that. I went and read about it, quite a bit about it, once we first got invited to broadcast the series. And to learn a little bit about them, it's a great thing. Alright, so we are about ready to get back underway here once again from Daytona Road Course. About time for the green flag to wave as these cars or trucks work down the oval in turns 1 and 2. My phone decides to beep at a weird time. Alright guys, we're going to have y'all a special thing here. We like to do something here on Trackside Racing Network called Turn It Up, and we were going to do that this time as well. I hope you guys enjoy it. We enjoy doing it, so we'll do this for a few laps. here in just a moment. So turn up your sound if you wish. If not, you don't have to by any means. It'll probably deafen you, to be honest. So it gets pretty loud sometimes. Also, guys, since we just chimed in, Pate Albin and Todd Chase will be calling their first race this Wednesday. Remember the late model. We'll do that sometime in the afternoon. You guys can tune in and watch some guys learn a little bit about broadcasting and learn how to do it. And they'll be doing it. Here we go. It is time to turn it up here from Daytona. All right, you guys seen it. That 27 truck went around through the International Horseshoe, and that was Steve Unich who led the first half of this race. Going to be honest, that's a long way to make up for him to be able to get back up here and win this thing. He is all the way back to P16. So a big drop for Steve Unich. Unfortunately, Not the way he wanted that to go. Have an issue. Oh, man. That was through the new chicane. Oh, the 23 just tags the 55. Around they go. Oh. That was Joe Sanchez, unfortunately. Johnny right now out front. We talked about the point situation a few moments ago. There is a look at your point situation. Johnny not yet a winner. But do not count at him or Adam Matz, Dwayne Hunt. All still looking for that win. Try to go ahead and advance into the playoffs. Which is still a little ways away, but you know. Looking around the racetrack right now, everybody kind of gap each other right now. There's still some good racing going on right now, though. Pretty cool to see Daytona being ran here at 9. Here we go. Michael Larson, Todd Guess, Joshua back here. This is actually for the 8th position. As Guess looking to the outside. Very tough passing zone here, but it is possible. You can see it right there. Oh, Schwarzer runs up over the curb. It's going to open up the bottom for Guess as he looks to the inside. And Todd Guess going to take that spot away. Joshua looking there as well. Schwarzer going to be able to hold on to at least for 9th for now. We are only on 6 laps to go here in the Rolex 4 of Daytona. Rolex 24 laps of Daytona, I should say. Next week, these guys will take on Gateway, which should be a very interesting race. Who really knows, to be honest, what that place is going to hold. It's a tough place to race as well. Watching our race leader, Johnny here, as he works down the backstretch, get ready to go into the bus stop chicane. He does such a good job right here, especially on the exits. The exits have been pretty big for him right now. That's one of the things I've noticed with him in general. He's actually able to pull just a little bit on the exit. He actually just ran his fast lap last time by, so we'll see if he's able to kind of match that this time. As Dwayne Hunt trying to close in on 2nd place of Adam Matz, but we'll keep an eye on Johnny just for a moment. A little bit slower of a lap that time. Still a good lap, just a little bit slower. Little update here on Steve Unich, who was the race leader for half this race. You see him right there in the 27th, back to 10th after having some issues through the International Horseshoe. It's a tough place, man. Whoa. Aaron Clement driving it in hard, looking underneath. Joshua here. This is for the 11th position. Oh, Joshua actually got a good run out of the corner. He'll be able to hold on to that spot for now. We're 11th right now. Oh, a little bit of bumper going on. The 17's going to get wide. And not to make contact with the tire barrier. Probably not going to be very happy with that. Look at this. Not sure if the 32 meant to tap him, but Exactly what happened. You guys can see it right here. 32 just getting a little too hot, making a little bit of contact. See the brakes blowing, trying to hold on to that. Something just happened here to Jason Mullis. I want to see what happened here. This is still a replay. Not sure what happened. I think he had issues right here. And he did. Got in too hot and just went around. And you see we're in Kemp under that hill for the 20 spot for now. Side by side to the bus stop. 35 and be able to hold on to that spot for now. Four laps to go. Johnny's still out in front over Adam Matz and Dwayne Hunt. Uh-oh. We got a good battle here for the lead. You see the four scrape the wall going into the bus stop. I'm not sure what happened. We're coming to 3 laps to go. This could be an exciting finish. Top three within 1 second of each other. Now, Adam Matz is going to have a little bit of a draft here down the straightaway, so it does help that 9 truck. We see the number 9 car win earlier today. Is there a chance we can see the number 9 truck win tonight? Johnny wants to not see that happen. And that's working. Oh, there goes the 4. He goes around. Big trouble for the leader into the inside wall. And that will cost a ton of spots. Gets that turtle over that curve, spins around. And there you go. He drops back all the way back to at least 5th. Maybe even further. You see that damage on that back end. Adam Matz now. Can he hold back the 19 car? Bentley Glasser don't mind. He said, I just moved it to the top 3. Daryl Clement on pit road. Not sure if that's scheduled. Dwayne going to drive that corner really hard just now. He's going to lose a little bit of time. He drove in really wide. One thing I've noticed about Adam is how smooth he's actually being into these corners. You see it right there, really smooth. Maybe being a little cautious, but he does extend just a little bit here. 7.5 tenths of difference. Now that gap closes just a little bit. 6.5 tenths right now. Let's see if it closes any more here down the straightaway. Yeah, it will close just a little bit. But Dwayne right now trying his best to get some of that draft off this 9 truck to be able to draft up to him. Through the bus stop they go. You see the distance. That 24 truck just sent it into the bus stop. He closed the gap up quite a bit. Going to hurt him a little bit on the exit. There you see a good bus stop though for that number 9 truck as he works on to oval 3 and 4 here under the lights at Daytona. Coming to the NASCAR chicane here on the front stretch. 2 laps to go. That 24 driving so deep into these bus stops, he's going to have a chance. Brent Glasser, that is, going to have a chance at this 19 truck. If he keeps sitting in there like that, he's definitely going to have a chance. There he goes once again into turn 1, sending it a little bit deep on the outside. Going to have a chance, not going to be able to get it. Right here's where Dwayne made up a lot of time. Dwayne made up pretty good time right there going into turn 1. He's going to lose a little bit of it through the center of it. No, the 24 locks him up. Trying not to get into the back of the 19, locking him up just a little bit. Able to keep going, stays in third. 2 laps to go. Battle right now is for second. Adam Matson loves what he sees behind him. He wants these guys to keep battling. As we come to the white flag, trying to get a big win here at the first ever Daytona road course in the American SimRacing League. Matson maybe a little bit of trouble getting out of that corner, but he's going to make up the speed here down the straightaway. Top 3 right now, separated by under 2 seconds. Battle still for second. Matt needs to just have a good finish here. You look over here on your screen, he is not even in the top 16 in the points, so he needs a big win. He can lock himself into this championship playoffs early in this season. That would be big for him. Dwayne Hunt trying to run him down as well. Into the NASCAR stand. We've seen a spin here earlier. Cannot get them curves. The 19. Little bit of trouble there with the 24. 24 had to back out of it. So what happened there? But the white flag going to be out this time for the driver of the 9 truck. Like I said, we've seen the 9 car win earlier. Coincidence, we might see it win again. That'd be interesting. Steve Unich had this race pretty much locked in the bag, I believe, and unfortunately not going to have the night he wants. For the final time through the International Horseshoe, back into the tri-oval in just a moment. Adam Matt started in 4th place. We talked to him during the break a few moments ago. And he said he just wants a good finish. He's got a pretty good piece right now. Back onto the yoke. Still a battle here for second with Dwayne Hunt and Bentley Glasser. They're still kind of running each other down. Right now, it is all this man's show. For the final time through the bus stop. Gotta be really careful. He can be a little easy if he wants to. He's got such a big lead. He can be a little bit patient if he needs to. 24 with a good run through that bus stop. Oh, here he comes. Adam Matz has one more very tough task, that new chicane that NASCAR put in for the Daytona road course. As long as nothing happens, he will be good. Oh, man, almost locked it up. Out of the final corner, Adam Matz is going to go on to win the Daytona road course here in the American SimRacing League. Fireworks going off in the background. You can see it back there. Meanwhile, there's other races still going on. There's Todd Guest starting in 30th, trying to run down Jeff Unich. And he is trying to hold on to 7th now. Here comes Steve looking to the inside. He's going to finish 7th and 8th. Michael Farthing going to finish in the 11th position. But the fireworks are going off here at Daytona as Adam Matz puts it in victory lane for the first time this season. He will make the chase and the playoffs later this season. Well-deserved victory for that driver of the 9. We're going to talk to him in just a few moments. And then everybody else finishing up. Look at your results, you can see on your screen. Ooh, toughen out for some of these guys, though. There he is. The Rolex 24 laps at Daytona winner. Only led 4 laps, started 4th in the 9 truck, puts it in victory lane. We're going to talk to him here in just a moment. Just waiting for him to get back towards the start-finish line before we pull him in. All right, let's go ahead and pull him in now. Whew. Adam Chapman for TRN. You got a copy?
I got you.
Man, you have to be like living right now, because this is a track that was so tough. You was outside the top 16 in points, no more, because now you're locked into the playoffs. That's got to take a big weight off the shoulders.
Oh yeah, totally unexpected. I can't believe it, to be honest. Wow, I can't believe that worked out the way it did. I'm shaking. I was shaking there the last couple of laps. Just particularly the last corner.
I noticed.
I went really slow. I was not going to hit those turtles, but I made it. So yeah, I can't believe it. It's awesome.
What did you think when you seen Johnny going around, and then you started to notice she was pulling the gap a little bit there on Dwayne and Bentley both?
Yeah, I saw that one mess up. That was that hairpin going onto the back stretch, and that made me really nervous because I was right behind him. I didn't want to run him over or anything going into the bus stop. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe I have a chance, because he gapped me a little bit there for a while. I thought that it seemed like for some reason on the last run, I started to run Steve down on the longer run. I have no idea why, but it seemed like I was hoping that might happen again. And then he looped it off the last corner there. And honestly, somehow I dodged him. I didn't hit the wall. Yeah, lucky. It was good.
Your truck came into play really good when the sun went down. That's one thing I noticed, and you just kind of hit on it. I wonder if that's what it was.
It might have helped, yeah. The weirdest thing is I actually had to back up my braking points.
Really?
Yeah, because I was overshooting the corner after we pitted. And I had new tires. I had fresh tires. But I was having to brake later than I was the first run, which I thought was odd because, you figured it'd be cooler. You could brake it deeper, but I do the opposite. So that threw me off for a couple laps, for sure.
Oh, man, you were in victory lane celebrating 4 laps win. It's good to see 2 number 9s win today. That's pretty awesome. Shout-outs or anything like that you want to give out?
No, just shout out to, admins, everyone putting on a good show. Shout out to you guys. You're different TRN now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for all the broadcast work you do, and it's awesome. Thank you.
Hey, man, congratulations. That's awesome to see you get to win.
All right, thanks.
Buddy. Next up, we're going to talk to Dwayne Hunt, finishing in P number 2 here tonight. Give me just a second, and we'll see if we can bring him in. There he is. We'll bring him in real quick. Dwayne finishing in P2 here tonight. Set him up in TRN. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Finishing P2 tonight, and honestly, at one point, it kind of looked like you definitely had the truck to really run down Adam, and he just started pulling the gap there a little bit. Talk us through the last couple laps.
Yeah, I was catching him a little bit. It was really tough to try to get close to him going down the backstretch, going to that first chicane. I don't like punting anybody. If you get too close, I just didn't want to get into anybody. I wanted to finish the race clean and actually get a good finish for once.
Talk us through this race, man, this road course at Daytona, the trucks. It looked like the driving was getting really good as the sun went down. That's kind of what we was talking to Adam about. Did you feel any difference when the sun going down compared to when it was up?
Yeah, we were getting a lot more grip coming off the corners, even on the 10-lap run there we had at the end on used tires. You got a lot more grip at the end of the run.
Definitely worked out, man, in your favor. Finished the second, started 7th. How do you feel about Gateway?
I actually don't own that one yet, so I got to buy it and I got to start practice.
Either way,
So-
man. I'm not a personally fan of it. I'm actually horrible at it, but it is fun racing for me to broadcast, honestly. So either way, man, second place tonight, started 7th. You want to give shout-outs or anything?
Nah, I'm good. Thank everybody for racing clean. Sorry getting into Bentley early in that race. I'm glad I got back up to third, though.
For sure, man. Hey, good job tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we're going to talk to him. Bentley finishing in P3 here tonight, and we'll pull him down. Bentley going to finish in P3 here tonight. It's Adam up in TRN. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Just talked to Dwayne a moment ago. He said he got into you earlier, said he apologized for that. You was able to work your way back from third. Almost had second there. Talk us through your night there, man.
Yeah, it's pretty up and down. I, got spun out a little bit at the start, and then I went off on my own. So I fell back to about 16th and was able to get back by. It's hard to pass here, and when you go to pass someone, you lose a lot of time on the guys in front of you. So.
Yeah, one thing I noticed that you was doing, especially the last 2 or 3 laps, with 2 or 3 laps left, you was really diving in a lot harder than a lot of other guys. And it was actually working. Like, you made up a lot of time on that. Is that something you just adjusted to that you noticed was working for you?
Yeah, especially in the bus stop and in turn 1, I was able to, you just slow down a lot more than you think you need to. And I think the 2 guys that spun out, Steve and Johnny, I think they were the class of the field. They just had bad luck there at the end.
Yeah, I agree, man. Well, good news is you're already locked into the playoffs, so it does not matter really if you win or not. But either way, how do you feel about going to Gateway?
Oh, I'm excited. I like that track.
Yeah, it should be a good one as well. Shout outs on all that, man. You want to give out tonight?
Thanks for the league for having me. I joined a little bit late, so that was nice. And shout out to Jeff and Charlie, always.
For sure, man. Hey, good run tonight, man. It was awesome to watch you race.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy. There you go. Bentley going to finish in the 3rd position here tonight. All in all, guys, the race was not bad. I mean, it was, it's what we expected from a place like this. Let's just be honest. I mean, I think everybody kind of knew what the race was going to hold and all that. So, congratulations, Adam. That's a big win. And you do feel bad for Steve Unich, who, in my opinion, had the best truck and unfortunately had that little mishap there at the start of round 2. But it does happen. We've seen it in real life, and unfortunately it happens in here too. So that will do it for us tonight, though, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. Tomorrow night we'll be live from the iRacing E Series, for the ASL, for Infinite Hero, for the Tampa SUV Rentals.com. We thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a great night as always. God bless.